right, so today's video, we are back with another Quick Play Warrior. The way it works is I watch spectating of somebody in Quick Play. I try to guess where I think their rank is, and then we will watch a ranked game, and we will see where they place, where they're at, what they can improve on, and if they want to continue on ranked or not. So it's a pretty fun series. We have a lot of, I think we're up to like episode 15 already or something crazy now. It's been fairly popular, so I'm glad people like it. And this one is going to be of a Pharah and an Echo. So we're going to get some of those flyer heroes we don't get too many submissions of. And they say, hey, ironically, I'm way too competitive for comp, so I've decided to not stress myself out with it. However, that comes with the negative side of me being a little whatever-minded in games. I vibe out in Quick Play, learning all the heroes and having fun without the pressure that would make me tilt and get angry at people who try their best. I'm a vigorous Pharah main, but I love Echo a lot too, my secondary main, if you will. My ranked hours have mostly come from boredom and trying to get galactic weapons and drives. What I struggle with the most is teamwork and positioning, hoping I can get some advice on that. Also, just a bit of a note, hours here, 625 hours of unranked, 19 hours total of ranked. This quick play match is going to be a Nepal, and they say I always insta-lock Pharah on Nepal, so here is yet another case. We had a solid game, I got good picks, made space, but also had moments where I fed, overextended, and got too cocky. Overall, I do struggle with finding the right time to engage / disengage, and I also slightly panic when in a lot of trouble. So we'll see how this goes, and let's see if we can get some good feedback here, okay? In this situation, obviously, distance is key. Although recently, in OWCS, Pharah's been being used more at like Cassidy range, but definitely not on a map like this, like the you know, the Nepal Sanctum or whatever. Is it Sanctum or whatever one it is? I forgot, but Nepal's a tough one for that. Maybe on the one that I'll show later. Like, this is kind of the range you're seeing a lot more of. So we'll see. So far, everything's fine. You're pressuring in when you need to. Good spam. Yeah, so far pretty safe. This is why I don't play Pharah as much. The patience level you need to be able to do the spam is like so intense. Like, I would already be in there, by the way. Right, I would already be like in there. Like, that's not the play, by the way, but like I could just tell what I would do. Also, a little bit of a note. I talked about how in OWCS you're starting to see like the Pharah stack here, but I think like stacking on your team too much can be a problem. Obviously, like right now you're fine because like your Hanzo has this angle. But if everybody was stacked over here, don't be afraid to like kind of take an angle like this and spam. Players have to look in different directions, not look in just one spot. But that isn't an issue. I just wanted to show that. So far, your mechanics have seemed fine to me. For what I've seen, like, I don't see too many mechanical issues here. You seem to pretty much understand, like, you know, the projectile, how to be accurate with the shots. This one, I mean, I can tell you right now, it's okay to be aggressive there, but you have to understand that you can't stay there for too long. Once they kind of see me and they engage right here, I'm already thinking about backing up. Now, you have two options. You can back up to your team with your flight all the way over here, or you can rotate around in case they send in somebody to get health back control, and then it also rotates you here. So you just stayed there for too long, like straight up, like there was like no other way to put it. You just stayed in the area for much longer than you should have. Yep, I thought you were going to ult that. I'm okay with it. I don't mind that ultimate. Sometimes like a trade for a trade with Pharah ultimate is really key. With you doing like a bunch of damage there, I think that kind of wins the team fight. Even in OWCS, you're going to see some like aggressive ults like that usually end in trades. And sometimes not even trades, but like it will get rid of like an ultimate. Like for example, like Lucio will use beat and you basically just get rid of beat completely. You know, obviously if you don't have a vendetta. And then you start to make plays. So it isn't like an S-tier ultimate usage value there, but it wasn't a bad ultimate. I feel like in that situation there, you tried rushing back to the point too much and kind of panicked where you wanted to go. If you kind of a slow approach that, you might have been able to clean up that team fight. So something to kind of look into. Also, that punch by Doom was something. Also, this projectile bug on the spectating thing is so rough. If you're wondering why you're not seeing the projectile come out from the Pharah right now, it's because it's been a spectator bug for like almost 2 seasons. That's why you're not seeing like the left click. Good boop, good shots. All right, here we go. Yeah, you're doing this right. Obviously, be careful of staying too close to a Vendetta because, like, Vendetta could shred you there if the shots hit. Something to keep in mind. Mechanics-wise, though, your mechanics aren't... Like, your mechanics are pretty solid. Like, I don't have a problem with your aim. It's going to be about your decision-making and, like, your cooldown usage. So... Yeah, for anybody wondering, because I saw you go right at the Vendetta, to make this clear, Vendetta's ultimate goes from the skybox down. Does that make sense? You know how Hazards interacts the same way? Always be very careful of engaging the Vendetta, like during those ultimates, because you're gonna get absolutely annihilated by that ultimate. This is also a note I remind people whenever I'm watching my OWCS-like games. I talk about Vendetta and like ultimates and like beat. Vendetta ultimate goes through beat. Just a little bit of a note and tip for people who don't know that. Like the Vendetta ultimate gets rid of beat and goes through it no matter what, and you can basically one-shot people. It ignores it. It's pretty damn good against that. So. All right, so in this situation, you're going to be looking for a solo ultimate onto somebody. Don't like wait for some perfect ult. Also, for Pharah players, if you didn't know, obviously it's already out now, but ult, like the perk where you move when you ult, they're actually and by the way, good ultimate there. I don't mind you trading out there. There might be some arguments of like, oh, you don't want to like ult there because like, you know, you're giving up the numbers. But once you already got the kill on their Doom, and then you had a numbers advantage to begin with, the trade is only going to set up your team for more. So, but yeah, you're going to be able to, as a part of your base kit now, when you ult, you're going to be able to move around. So no longer do you have to waste a perk for that. It is just a part of your kit. That'll be really fun for Pharah players going forward into these moments. So, yep. Yeah, the trade was on a support too, exactly. So, all right, good start here. Nothing like having your Mei wall off your team at the beginning. Did the Mei jump off the... Okay, now I just need to see. Did the Mei wall off your team and then jump off the map? There's no. Mei did not. Mei, no. Johnny had enough. The troll got trolled. What a kill. Yeah, I mean, you are doing a good job against the Vendetta. I also just want to, again, reiterate to be careful of getting too aggressive on the Vendetta. As in, like, I've seen a lot of, like, Pharahs get shut down in OWCS by that. Again, obviously it's different in Quickplay, etc. But I want you to be out of the habit of, like, trying to, like, isolate that Vendetta into 1v1s when you have so much opportunity just to follow up on the kill this far up, you know? So, something just to keep note of, all right? Yeah, good job. I'm not concerned about your mechanics, by the way. Your aim seems very, very solid, I'd say. And this is pretty straightforward. I have an idea of where I'm going to guess on the rank, right? Like, I'm going to have an idea of where I guess on the rank. So, we'll see. I have a guess. I may not be perfect with it. Also, this is fine. Your ult usage has been, like, exactly what you do with Pharah. You get 2. You might get 1 for a trade. Okay, looks like they, I'm gonna wait here. Sorry, I didn't miss anything else here. Good job by you, though. And there it is. So pretty easy, like, quick play game for you. You didn't have to do much in this game, so it's kind of hard to, like, be like, oh, you got to do this better. I kind of gave you some other, like, you know, moments here. If I had to guess, like, if I'm going to start early here, I'm going to go with Diamond 5. I was going to go with Plat, but then, like, sometimes, like, when it comes to, like, console ranks, it can kind of differ in how I would, like, go with, like, you know, PC ranks, just because of, like, how, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like, it always feels like it's whenever I guess one rank, it's always a rank above that. So I was initially going to go with Plat, but I think to be safe, I'm going to go Diamond. I think Diamond 5 is going to be like where I'm at. And it's because of the mechanics. The aim was good. It was solid. You weren't having any issues like understanding your cooldowns. Your mistakes were generally just very common ones. You get too close. So we'll see how that is. The description for the DPS game here in Ranked is, my DPS placements happen fast, easy, and almost every game was like this one. So I won't have any adrenaline-filled 30-minute games to submit. More stomps / being full health at spawn than I expected. I locked in the Echo as it is a hero I am comfortable to bring into comp. And because I hate Pharah on this map, I think the team and I all played really well. Although, I am not too sure how much impact I had individually. It felt like our hog was running the show, and I was just kind of there to clean up. I took incredible amounts of poke damage too. What's certain though is that I felt how much harder it is to play in Ranked and how much I still don't know about teamwork and positioning. Anyhow, enjoy. All right, let's figure this out and go from there. Ooh, I mean, accuracy's been great by you. Your mechanics have been solid. I mean, that kill was straight up because you just hit all your right clicks, like straight on. That was perfect. Right idea, you're going bottom left. Health pack awareness, health pack awareness. Health pack awareness to your bottom left. I want you to think about that. It's still there, just if you're going to go this angle, which I don't mind, I just want you to remember there's a health pack there. You could have gotten that a little bit sooner just to make it a little bit easier for your supports. Obviously, like, sometimes you don't want to take that to do that, but yeah, you're good. Like, to let your teammates get their ult charge, but you're fine. Below 50% HP. I mean, so far, like, I don't have any particular notes. Yeah. Remember, you're also quiet a lot in air, so, like, don't be afraid to float down on people sometimes by holding your, whatever the float button would be. Like, whenever you drop down, like your jump button. So, kill the pylon. Nice job. Back away. I don't know what happened right there, but that was crazy. Yeah, I mean, pretty straightforward. You're playing pretty well.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
Yeah, I don't mind the ultimate here. Being aggressive, going in. I mean, Orisa ultimate against a Mei. Maybe get the Mercy. Definitely pop the ult. Yeah, this is just a roll. I don't, like... I don't have any notes to give yet. Like, it's been kind of a stomp. Like, I would love to be able to be like, go do this. I guess, like, one thing you could do, you don't have to hold right here. You could be the annoying echo that goes right here. For anybody on this map, I guess this is just general more map advice. If you play this map, it's always nice to have somebody on this off angle. And if you look at their team, there's not many people who can get to you unless you get like solo ulted by like a Yari. If no one on your team is picking up this angle, feel free to. I have seen players just stand here AFK and just like win a team fight. You can go here too. Yep. Echo could go up here. So you get see this angle right here for you. A lot safer, a lot easier rather than standing here. So like there's multiple options. So this one's okay. I like this spot for at least somebody on your team. This spot becomes really strong and not many people utilize it. You can cover this doorway. You can hear and cover this doorway, and you can also cover this doorway, right? Up here, you have to kind of lean down. Like, see this? You have to, like, look down here if you want to cover that. You have to play closer up, which makes you susceptible here. So they're not bad options, but if you can get this one, it is really dominant. You can basically just win games. Anyway. Yeah. Health pack awareness is key, by the way. I want to point out to you, if you don't know health packs, for anybody who doesn't know, the two major health packs on this map, one right here and one right over here. Again, I don't mind you escaping out to play safe, but sometimes you're not going to be able to do that. So don't be afraid to like end up over here and then fly away quickly. Obviously, it's a little bit scary with the Ashe, so I understand a little bit of that. Health pack awareness is key. I also saw you miss this health pack earlier, which is why I'm bringing that up to you. It's very key to have those locked on. This is just a general advice for anybody in ranked. Self-sufficiency is one of the biggest keys to winning more games in Overwatch. Like, people come in and be like, oh, like my supports won't heal you. Well, one, most of the time they want to heal you. It could be line of sight issues. It could be they're getting pressured. So the more that you understand where health packs are, understand where safe cover is, you alleviate so much pressure on your team, which allows everybody to pop off, including yourself. So, again, something to keep note of. I would right-click. Yep, perfect right-click. Good job. Yeah, pretty easy kill. You can try to chase the Mei if you want to, but I don't think you have to, but I would watch this res. Yeah, you have the right idea. You can't push in there, but you can right-click again. Right-click doesn't do any damage, but... Yep, keep track of where supports is key, too. Good kill. Yeah, I mean, you're playing pretty efficient. There's nothing, like, wrong with your gameplay for the most part thus far. A couple of moments, but, yeah, I mean, you did say that your placements were pretty much either you get spawn camped or you dominate, so there's, like, no in-between. Yeah, I would have, honestly, I like Mei a little bit better here, but this isn't bad either, just to give you an idea. I just think with Mei, like, the reason why I like Mei better there, and again, it's all up to you. If you're good at Ashe, you're good at Ashe, and it's like a comfort thing. But Mei has a bit of a cheat code. Once you take a little bit of damage, all you need to do is ice block. So when you ice block, you'll get your ultimate really quickly. So, like, in that situation, I would prefer to go the Mei because it's basically a free Mei ult. If you ice block even, like, halfway through, right? If you ice block even halfway through that, you're probably going to end up with a fairly good result. Just something to kind of look into with that, right? You get ult charge for healing as Mei. So when you ice block, you get a crap ton with Echo because you get that, like, you know, increased ult charge. So anyway, hope that's helpful. Okay, this feels to me like a bit of a panic moment. You get indecisive finally. I could tell you were trying to find an limb. Why not just kind of follow suit with what's going on over here? Your teammates were going this way, but you started to kind of like look around and spin in circles. So just work with your team here. Like, look at it this way. If you clear out their whole team, you win the game pretty much no matter what here, right? If your team wipes everybody here, the only person you're gonna have to worry about is like, the Ashe just got killed, but like, is like a couple people over here. And then you have the health pack control right here. You have this part of the map controlled, and now they're just like basically stuck at their doors. You add a Roadhog ultimate in there, they're not gonna be able to come back to the point. That was definitely a panic moment, and one of the first times I've seen you definitely like heck up a bit there, and that's fine, it happens, right? Would have been nice to have the HP that you could have had there. Unfortunately, you go down to the Ayari, but your team caps the point. But I would have definitely just pushed through and helped on that one. But then you close art for the 3 months. Okay. When you play Overwatch, this is a general advice for everybody. Do me a favor, kill the pylon if it's free. Like, this is such a high value, like, utility for a Yari. Don't go out of your way and get killed to kill the pylon. But, like, that pylon was a free kill. Don't leave that value there. That could be the difference between a Yari getting to 50% ult charge and being stuck at 30%. It is a huge part of that. Like, it's like, basically, like, if you see a Torb turret and you just, like, let it sit there, it's like you're giving so much value to the hero. That pylon is still alive, by the way, chat. Look at the ult charge of a Yari. See what I'm saying? Because of that pylon. It finally goes down, but like that is the difference between no ult charge for the Ayari and being at 61%. You gotta be able to do that. Just to like, a way I explain is stop like skipping the basics, because when you do that, that's how you'll end up kind of, you know, finding yourself struggling at times. Getting the basics down in just about anything helps you get everything else going, right? Killing a pylon is like one of the basics. Killing a Torb turret is one of the basics. And I want to get people out of the mindset of, oh, somebody else will deal with it. That's another thing I want to get out of, like, you know, mindsets is like, oh, somebody else will deal with the pylon. I'll be fine. Of course, there's going to be, like, you know, nuance to that and, like, different situations. But, yeah, if somebody gives you a free kill on that, just take it. Okay, yep.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
All right. Yeah, I mean, you're just going, yeah, Bastion's a high, you just ult. After this, just try to ult now. You have no HP. Yep, ult. Use cover next time a little bit better, but it's fine. There you go. Top right, free kill on this Ashe as long as you do it right. Your hog just saved you. Yeah, don't go out of your way to demolish a pylon, but if the pylon is there to get killed, then kill the pylon. That's basically the point of the storm there. You know what I mean? How about that cart? Target focus. There was a Mercy flying in front of you. I want you to look a little bit more towards the Mercy. Your hog is going to take care of this Ryan in a second, okay? Look for everybody else. Look for the target focus. I'm glad you've had some of these moments, because, like, why are you trying to, like, you have your flight. Why are you on the low ground just targeting this Ryan? What you should be doing is looking for the squishies in the back line and staying up here. Like, imagine, like, the free kill on the Mercy. Keep in mind, when you go into the air and you hold your float, you make, like, no noise. So you're going to be able to make some, like, sneaky plays. There's, like, basically free opportunity here. You could get 2 to 3 kills. I'm not even joking. Like, you could, like, rotate around, go in the air, look for a right click onto the Mercy. You know, any of these heroes that could fall over. You do a ton of damage. Don't sit there and just stare at a Ryan. I get the initial part. You want to, like, make sure that, you know, there's some contention on the point, right? But once your team is here, you want to break off. You shouldn't get shattered here, is what I'm getting at. Thankfully, the Ryan missed the charge. Seattle fan, thanks for 32 months of the Prime sub. What do you think? Yep. You notice how you're not going for any flanks and you're fighting them front and center the whole time? That is a bit of the problem I'm seeing. You're almost playing too passive. You're almost afraid to go behind and make a play, which I think Echo is one of the heroes that can do that. Like the flank Echo, the assassin Echo is like such a strong... I played against an Echo who was like, I'm not even joking, like level 1200 in ranked. I would never see that Echo. The moment a team fight breaks out, this Echo comes out of nowhere and kills 3. Because they would just play hide and seek the whole time. Someone's on point, you can see it. 2 people on point. There it is. Kill the Mercy. DPS did the thing. Okay, there you go. So, just one thing I want to talk about. in general is this. When you're at Echo, one of the coolest things you can do is set up like post-fight. Say you sit here. Somebody turns the corner, you surprise them and get a kill, but you wait. They push past to the cart. Now you're here. You have free kills. You're silent. Like I said, I played against an Echo who was just so good at that you couldn't even win a game because of it. It was so tough. I think, just a couple of notes. Setup time is key. I want you to start to definitely set up more post-fight. I want you to think about more off angles. I think it's really important to like take those as Echo. I mean, outside of that, like you're not playing bad. And I think once you set up more, you're going to get a lot more results. What rank is this Echo? I'm going to go with Diamond 3. After seeing the mechanics, your mechanics aren't lacking. That would be your mostly your movement and your aim. I think that's your strength right now. The rest is your decision making and cooldown usage at times needs some work. Obviously, killing deployables. Please listen. If you were playing Echo, your right click is so good for getting those like out early. Yes, you want to use it for a hero, but when you're in those like neutral pre-fights where nothing's happening, please kill the pylon. So I'm gonna guess Diamond 3. I could be way off here. Maybe you're way higher than this, but I guess that's a good thing, right? If I'm not good at guessing that. The rank is, I suck at this. There's no way that's There's no way. That's not I guarantee if you play more ranked games, you're climbing back up. Oh, wrong one? Oh no. I hit the wrong button because I went to look at Pawvold. Oh no. I hecked up my next video. It's Plat 1. Let's have a Men in Black moment here, okay? Okay, I need you to look at this for 2 seconds. We ready? Everything was normal. You do not know what the next Quickplay Warrior rank is. All right? Hey, listen, I'm new to this, okay? Anyway, the rank is Plat 1. So I was a little bit high in the rank. I said Diamond 3. I think Plat 1, that also makes sense. I think if you win a few more games, you're right in that Diamond range. So congrats. If you choose to play rank, climb more. Mechanics look great. Obviously, you got a bit more to go on teamwork and stuff, but great job. Honestly, that was some good gameplay. So remember, if you liked the video, make sure to the like button, subscribe to the YouTube if you haven't, leave a comment. All of that helps. If you want to submit your own spectating, you can do that on my Discord. And if you want to watch more of these Quickplay Warrior videos, we're going to have one pop up on the bottom here. So if you like these, click this. And with that being said, I hope you all have an amazing day/night.